Alright, so I have this Rin pop figure that I'm going to be using as an example for my custom concept. So what I've decided for the Rin custom pony is that she's definitely going to have her yellow hair, and I'll make her a bow, but I'm not going to do the outfit because ponies don't really wear outfits, and I would make the costume, but that'd be a separate tutorial and I have no idea when I'd get to that. And I also want to make sure that I keep her little O2 on her shoulder, and as you can see on my Miku custom, I put it on her cheek mainly because I think it would just look a little wonky on her shoulder here, and the reason why I didn't put the O1 for her cutie mark was because that's not what she's talented at. I put a headset because Miku is talented with singing, and I put a little leak in there for no specific reason, just because she really likes her leaks. So I thought that's what represented her. Now what I'm going to do for Rin's cutie mark is, if you can see on her neck, little shirt right there, and on most of her official drawings, she has a treble clef on her outfit. So I decided, here is a horrible sketch of my concept art. I'm going to put the treble clef as her cutie mark because that is what is on her outfit, and I think that would be a great symbol because she's kind of the treble clef, and then Len is the bass clef. First off, for this project you will need a fully prepped pony, and I do have a video of how to do this on my channel. You can look under playlists and it'll have some customizing tutorials and how to remove all the hair on the pony and get ready for rerouting. And for my convenience, I've made little marks on here on where it was to begin with, so that way it fits in perfectly when I glue it in, because with my Miku one I had a mishap where I didn't put it in evenly, and whenever I turn her head it makes a weird shape, so that's why I keep her head like this, so I don't want to make that mistake again. So I just have a Pinkie Pie, a G4, not G4.5. You can have whatever preference you want. You can still find these in the stores. For rerouting, I'm going to be using dollyhair.com's butterfly color, and I got it in just the My Little Pony style because I find that it's plenty enough for what I'm doing and we don't need very much of it anyways. For painting, I have several colors of several different brands. You don't have to have the same exact colors, but I'm just going to show you what I have anyway. So for the body, I have this folk art acrylic paint and it's titled Morning Sun. For the eyes, I'm going to be using Craft Essentials Ocean Blue, and this is a Joann's brand, I believe, so you can only find this color at Joann's, but you can find something very similar or just pick whatever color suits you and your preference for the eyes. And for the eyelashes and the exterior of the eyes, I'm using just some black and white, and I have regular matte Apple Barrel Jet Black and Craft Smart Satin acrylic paint. Why I like the satin white is because it goes on so much smoother, and regular acrylic white that's matte, it goes on super chunky and I hate it. So this is just a little bit watered down. It's not glossy, so it doesn't have too much liquid, but it's still pretty smooth. For the cutie mark, I will be using Apple Barrel's King's Gold, and so yeah. And I'll just be using some basic red or whatever for the little number. For brushes, I just have these 4 tools that I'm going to be using for the whole entire project. You don't have to have any specific size for painting the whole body, but this is my preference, more on the smaller side. To get it really smooth, you want as least amount of paint at a time as possible. Make sure you don't use one that's this tiny, because you're not gonna go anywhere with that. For For the eyes, I'm going to be using this brush. This is my favorite brush out of my entire collection for anything I do. And I do use this for my eyelashes too, because I can get really fine lines and get thicker as I go. But you can also use a tiny one like this. I use this super small brush that I got at Michael's, and it still has the price thingy on it, or barcode or whatever. The name is still on here, but it is 3.0 Blick Master Synthetic Round. So if you want this brush, I recommend it. It's super nice to have. And here I just have a simple dotting tool. You can find these tools anywhere. You can find nail dotting tools, or I don't know, but I use these for the eye dots, for the little tiny white shimmers. I use it for that and for the numbers, so that way it's not too messed up. But yes, one last thing before we get started. If you don't know how to reboot, be sure to check out my tutorial, which is also on my channel under our Customizing Pony playlist. But if your parents don't allow you to reroute a pony, or it's just too difficult, or you're too young for it, I do recommend getting Cherry Berry, the pearlized version, because she is more recent. You can actually find this pony on eBay, or I believe she's on AliExpress, because there's fake versions of her and really good price, and she has the correct hair color, and you don't have to do any rerouting at all. It's just a preference of mine to reroute it so I get nicer quality and the color, exact color I want, but it's really up to you. But I'm recommending this to my younger viewers. Well, everyone, I have finished this custom pony, and it has literally taken me weeks to finish because I haven't been diligent about working on them. And I say them because there's going to be a part 2 where I show you how to make Rin's other half, which is Len. So stay tuned for that. But here we go. Here's the big revealing. So be sure to comment down below what you think of this custom pony. And yeah, it is an advanced project, I realized, and it took me a long time to figure out how I wanted the design to settle on. And for clarification, I did not put the barrette thingies in her hair because there was just no way that I'd be able to accomplish that. And yeah, so hope you like Rin, and I think she's so cute. I love how she turned out. And here's Miku next to her, and they look so cute. Oh, adorable. Anyways, guys, thanks so much for watching, everyone, and toodles!
La